name is Sarah Cunningham. I work with the Department of Public Health, the Division of Environmental Health Services. My program is the Local Enforcement Agency, or for short, LEA. Today we're at Pre-Zero. It's a food organics recycling facility. Today we're going to do our monthly routine inspection. We're going to go inside and show you what it's all about. I wanted to work in public health. Actually, I kind of fell into it. I knew I wanted to be doing something environmental, and I was looking and looking. I found, environmental health trainee position, which was perfect because I was like, environmental health, that's exactly what I want to do. And I'm not going to lie, in the beginning I didn't quite know exactly that I was going to be becoming a health inspector until I got to the interview process. I asked them, so what's a day-to-day, what's it look like for me if I'm working here? What is my day-to-day going to look like? And as they were explaining it, I kind of realized, like, I'm going to be a health inspector. And I was like, this is amazing. So I was actually a food inspector first, and then after, I think it was about 7 or 8 months of working as a food inspector, I got an LEA position opened up. It is more along the lines of something I want to be doing. So jumped into that position as quickly as I could, and I've been here as an LEA for 3 years now. So this section here, as I stated before, this is an organics recycling facility. So these are the green organics trash cans. These go to the clients. And then this facility right here, this section right here is just where they wash them, so they're able to reuse them and then send them back out to the customer. So you'll see a lot of plastics here. This is all the plastic wrap that the organics come wrapped in when they come to the facility. This facility also recycles that plastic, so they'll bale it up and send it off to another facility that can process it. Some more stuff on this side. This is a combination of plastics and then cardboards as well. So the main commodities that they have here for recycling are metals, plastic, cardboard, and then the organics. In college originally is when I kind of figured out that I wanted to do something in environmental, because in high school I really had no idea what I wanted to do aside from major in biology. I knew there were health inspectors, like when it came to food, like restaurants. I knew people came in and inspected them, but I had no idea there was solid waste inspectors. I didn't know I didn't know they inspected pools. I didn't know what they inspected apartments. So it was actually really interesting when I joined the county, coming in thinking it was just food inspections, and then finding out there's a whole bunch of other programs that I can enter, and one of them being LEA. A lot of people don't know that almost everything has an inspector, whether it's a state inspector or a county inspector or just a city inspector. But yeah, we're out here. The majority of the food is coming from places like Costco, Amazon, Starbucks, Frito-Lay, like all the places that we know. And it's either close to their expiration date, the manufacturer doesn't want them sold anymore, or they've already expired, they need to be, quote, recycled. The forklifts will grab the pallets, and when we go over there, I'll show you, they'll put them in the hopper. It'll go up into the system where they have an additional kind of an inspection. They'll have workers up there picking stuff that's not compatible, and they'll throw it directly down into the bin. You have waste coming out on this side, so it just depackages the product on its own, which is really cool. The organics will go to a little separate, they'll get ground up, and then it'll be made into our slurry. So this is the final product right here. This is their food slurry. I'm not sure where this one's going specifically, but it'll come out right here. My favorite part of the job, I think, is just the notion of how important it is. I mean, if we weren't ensuring that solid waste was being transferred or processed correctly, there could be a multitude of health hazards that could erupt from that. So I think my favorite part of the job is the fact that I'm protecting not only the environment, but the people itself, themselves and their jurisdictions. The most challenging, I think, for at least LEA in specific, is honestly just the regulations. So we work with Title 14, California Code, Title 14, Title 27, and just trying to, I don't want to necessarily say memorize, but memorize and understand, I guess, and having that apply to your inspections. It's a lot of reading and a lot of review. And I think, to be quite honest, I think for me that's the most challenging, but I enjoy it. So IHOP pancake syrup, like the little, but at least it's going somewhere. It's not being thrown directly in the trash, which again is important. So January of this year, starting, we had new regulations. They're called SB 1383, or short-lived climate pollutants. And the purpose of that is to reduce the amount of methane being produced in the environment. And they're doing that by diverting organics from the landfill. That includes green waste, cardboard, and food waste. beneficial reuse. So we're making a new product out of something that would originally be thrown out and wasted, and creating it to something that we can grow our food in, that's going to help feed animals. And so actually really important that we have places like this currently, and that those regulations are now in place. So yeah. I think if someone were interested in joining the county, particularly as a health inspector, do it. Jump on it if you can. I think it's a really amazing, and it's a unique opportunity. You get to do things that, like I said, I didn't even know there were these positions available. So you get to explore the county on its own. I mean, I've driven to Needles, I've driven up the mountains, and you get to meet different, a bunch of different people, a bunch of different operators, and you get to see the behind the scenes of pretty much everything. I mean, where you're going in the back, seeing how restaurants are operating, how solid waste, how landfills operate, which are very unique experiences that a person you would never really get that opportunity. I think, yeah, do it.